Oh shit, I was streaming the whole time? Oops. No, it wasn't. My bad. What is up? What is up? Am I live streaming yet? Let me see if I got my pop-out chat. Can you hear me? What up, Sean? What's good? Let me go ahead and pop this out real quick. Put this over here. Let me add it. You're live. They're watching you. Let me add this window capture. See if it'll pop up. Pop out chat. Boom. What's going on? What's going on? Just trying to get this all set up. I had to restore my where am I at? My Windows, not my Windows, my MacBook. I had to restore my MacBook. So I ended up what's up, KB? What's going on? Shout out to KB in the building. What's up, girl? I've been following you. I don't know what happened. I used to follow you on Google Plus, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. I was asked for another follow or something. I'm on the iPhone. I want to show you guys what I have on my iPhone. This is actually, hold on, it should be on this is actually on, it's not on the beta, it was on the beta. But I actually, I had it on iOS 11, the public beta. And for some reason I took it, I can't remember exactly why I went back. I think it's because I was going out of town and I wanted to make sure I was taking this iPhone with me. I wanted to make sure I didn't have any hiccups with it. So I restored it back to, I think I'm on 10.3.3. Let's see where I'm at. Yeah, 10.3.3. So yeah, I want to go ahead and show you guys what I got on my iPhone. A lot of people are curious as to what I have on your, some people they always want to know what the heck's on your phone. Everybody's different as far as the apps they use, and there's not a lot of customizability. Am I pronouncing that right? That you can do with the iPhone. So you basically got apps all on your home screen. Oh, okay, you had deleted Google Plus. I thought I was already following you. That's KB. So everybody has different layouts on their home screens, especially on iOS, because there's not much you can do. My daughter has a weird setup. She doesn't like her apps all over the home screen. So what she has is actually 4 folders at the bottom, and all her apps are in those 4 folders down there. The calling app, the messaging app, everything. So she has only 4 folders on her iPhone, and that's very organized, but that's like too much for me. I gotta find my stuff really fast. I can't be going through all my apps when I'm looking for something. So I got the basic apps on top. What's up, Steve's Fun Adventures? What's going on, Steve? Welcome to my what's on my iPhone Q&A. So basically on my home screen I have the basic apps, the ones that I really use all the time, which is going to be the calendar, my photos app. I always like having that very accessible, I would say. My clock for my alarm, the weather, and maybe a simple calculator that I use all the time while I'm at work. My wallet and all that good stuff. I may not open all my apps on here. You're welcome. But I'm just going to show you what I have on here. And I also have I'm sure you guys can see that my Apple Watch, which I just got. It's not the, what do you call it, the Series 1 or Series 2. I think this is the first Apple Watch. I may be wrong. I don't know. I got it a few days, about a week ago or so, and I love this thing, man. I've been using the Apple Watch because I'm trying to stay fit. So I ride a lot of bike, and I've been using a lot of trackers. If you watched my previous couple videos back, I did some reviews on some fitness trackers. Well, the fitness trackers are all good and everything, but I needed something that was more efficient, or not efficient, but something that was more connected with my phone, because those trackers, you got to download a separate app, and then the app doesn't always sync all the information over, so I was having issues with that. So I went ahead and got this. I'm not a athlete or anything like that. I just like trying to ride my bike and monitor my speeds and all that stuff. Anyway, so I'm sidetracking again. So I use the Apple Watch. Apple Watch, amazing. What is up, Will H? What's going on? Will H Tech Reviews. I watch your videos, man. I like your videos. And welcome to my what's on my iPhone Q&A. Just talking about whatever's on my iPhone and how I have my layout so far. Like I said, I have not too many apps. You can see I have all the extras in there. These I really don't use. So we have FaceTime, which I do use. I do use FaceTime a lot. The health app, I haven't been using that one that much. I've been using Activity. So the Activity one's the one where kind of syncs everything up for my Apple Watch. That's what I was telling you guys, that it really details a lot of stuff. And the Apple Watch surprised me. I just bought it just to try it out, just to see if I actually even like the Apple Watch. I've been rocking with the LG G Watch R since day one, since it came out, and that thing, I still have it upstairs. I still use it. But I decided to try this, and man, the Apple Watch is cool, man. The Apple Watch is cool. And that's me coming from, I like to flip back and forth, iOS, Android, but the Apple Watch is cool anyways. That is my Activity app combined with the Apple Watch. Let me see what else I have here. So this one, like I said, is extras. I really don't use anything that's in here other than my FaceTime. I don't know why it's in there, but I guess I didn't have any space to put it anywhere else. And then I got this Utilities app. Utilities app is things that I do use, but not like a whole lot. Like I do use the Cleveland 19, which is a news app. I sold mine. Let me read some of these. Nice combination. Apple Watch and iPhone work great together. Yeah, they do. I was wondering, I never really checked it out, but I don't know if you can use Apple Watch on Android. I don't think you can. I never even tried to check that out. But yeah, I've been rocking with the iPhone. I've had the iPhone 7 Plus since it came out. The iPhone 7 Plus since it came out. I never got rid of it. It's bought, it's already paid for and everything. I just keep it. I don't know why I don't sell it. I've listed it twice and took it down twice. I just can't get rid of it. I like the iPhone. Maybe it's because all my other family members, like my wife, my daughters, my son, they're all on iOS. So the communication between Android and iOS, like if I'm using an Android phone and I try to text someone on the iPhone, the messages don't go as fast as they would from iPhone to iPhone with iMessage. iMessage is just crazy fast. It works over Wi-Fi, and it's just the best messaging service that I've used so far. iMessage and FaceTime for the videos. But that's why I guess that's why I keep the iPhone. Let me see what else. So you can see Utilities apps. Not too much going on in there. Why'd you sell your iPhone, Will Tech? I seen it on your channel. And then I got the Google apps right here. And the weird thing about the Google apps, I got them all. I think this is it right here. I think this is all the Google apps I use. I use the Google Now, the Chrome. Photos I use because the Photos is the best thing. It's the best thing from Google. I think the Google Photos is the best thing for a device that doesn't have a lot of storage, like this iPhone, for instance. I have 32 gigs of internal storage, so 32 gigs goes quick. So with Google Photos, everybody knows about Google Photos. You just open the app and it just collects all your photos from your phone, and then you can delete all the photos that are already on your phone. They're already saved to Google Photos app, which is awesome. So it frees up a lot of space on my 32 gig iPhone. So not having a lot of storage is no longer a big issue to me. I think I could do good with 32. Anything less than 32, I think I'd be struggling. So 32 gigs right here. I know I always got a free, I think I always have like maybe 19, 20 gigabytes free available for videos and stuff like that. So let me see. Will Age Tech, I have a regular iPhone 7, what is it? 128 gigabyte to stay in contact with my daughter. Yeah, she lives in Connecticut. Yeah, I gotta have an iPhone, man. And then I got the MacBook. So I do all my editing on Macs. So I'm still using my iPhone to record my videos. I don't have no cameras or nothing like that. I have this one, which I just picked up a few days ago, no, maybe about a week ago. I didn't do an unboxing on it because I got this for like 30 bucks and I didn't think it was worth making a video on, but this camera is good. I may make a video on this tomorrow, I'm not sure, but it's one of those action cams. The name of what is it called? Uki camera. It records in 4K. It comes with a whole bunch of accessories. This thing is sweet. Anyways, I'm getting off topic again. Back to the iPhone. Okay, so you see utilities, Google Plus, like I said, I mean Google folder, what I be using on here. I need a MacBook. Another thing about the MacBook that I thought was crazy cool is I could unlock my MacBook with my watch. So that is cool because now I just open my MacBook. I don't have to enter a password. It already detects my watch. That is cool as heck and very, I can just open the MacBook, walk over there, make my coffee. When I come back, it's already unlocked. There's a short range on it, so you can't be too far because if you go too far, it won't. It's like maybe a couple feet. I think you don't want to be too far from your MacBook. I don't think it'll open. If you take the watch off, it will not open. So yeah, MacBook, iPhone, Apple Watch. Damn, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy. I guess I got to use the tools that are actually these are the tools that I got right here. These are the tools that I like. Yeah, so that's the Google folder right there. That's how I got it set up. Then I got my Shopee folder. I got my bank and my bank stuff, PayPal, Amazon. Aftership is like it's to track your shipments whenever you get shipments. CardStar is like a rewards card and stuff like that. Simple stuff. Atom is a movie app. You get discounts on movies and stuff like that. Best Buy, of course, you gotta have Best Buy. If you're a tech fanatic like me, you gotta have Best Buy. So that's my shopping. Then I got my music folder. The one that I use the most on here. You can see there's no Apple Music. Apple Music. I had a situation with the Apple Music, and the situation that I have is I cannot cast music from Apple Music to my Google Home. I got two Google Homes. I got one here in the kitchen, another one in the living room, and I can't, for some reason, maybe I haven't really dug deep into it, but I can't cast any music from Apple Music to those devices. So Apple Music had to go. I use Google Play Music, Pandora a lot, Netflix, and Spotify I really don't use much, or SoundCloud. SoundCloud I dig through music to find music through my channel for my videos. That's mostly where I go get the music. But yeah, that's my music folder. I don't use Apple Music. I don't even know where it's at. Apple Music. Oh, here it is, right here. Apple Music. I don't got no subscription to it, so no subscription. They got good music there. They get the latest music. I think they get some music even before Google Play does. I may be wrong, but anyways, let me see. That is my music folder. Then I got my social. There you see all my social. There's not a lot of people on tonight. Maybe someone else is having a live stream probably. It's Saturday night. I wouldn't doubt it, but I just thought I'd make this video for you guys on replay. You guys could check this out if you're interested in what's on my iPhone. So then these are my main ones right here: Google Plus, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Hangouts, Messenger, WhatsApp I use a lot, and Studio I'm mostly on Studio app, what I do is I use that to respond to a lot of my comments on YouTube. What is up, Sean? Sean, Google Play Music is the best alternative to Apple. You're damn right it is. Okay, so that's Studio. Then I got Yelp. What the heck is Yelp? I can't even, okay, Yelp. The heck is Yelp? Okay, Yelp I think is one of those apps that you use when you're reviewing. All right, well, Yelp is one of those apps that you use when you're reviewing like restaurants and stuff like that. I think that's what that is. It's probably not going to load because I'm on. Yeah, that's what it is. Stores and stuff like that. So that's Yelp. Then Repost is app I use to repost things on Instagram and stuff like that. I also use Dash Radio. Dash Radio, I've heard of it. Dash Radio, what's up, KB? Oh, 11 people watching. I'm not even keeping track of how many people are watching. I'm just doing my thing here. Let me see what else. And layout. I think layout is okay. Yeah, that's what you look at those pictures. Layout is what I use to put a bunch of photos into one, do like a collage thing. But that's what I have on the iPhone. The iPhone, you can see that there's not a whole lot. All I got is one screen, and if I swipe over, you can see, whoa, you can see my my stuff that I have on here. Contact is kind of personal, but you can see that I have, you swipe over to get the little widgets and stuff like that. And then you swipe up from the bottom. You know how the iPhone works. The iPhone doesn't have a whole bunch of features like Android does. If you go in here, you can see this is what the settings looks like. The settings hasn't changed much. It's been the same for a long time. You know, if it does change, maybe the icons change, but the layout is always the same. But yeah. Anyways, guys, this is what I have on my iPhone. This is how I have it set up. The wallpaper I'm using is one that I got off Google Play. But yeah, that's it right there. It's the weather in Cleveland, 70 degrees. Close all these out. I use Yelp? Yeah, I use Yelp. Yelp is, yeah, that's an app. I think I downloaded that app like a long time ago. And I think I still do use it every now and then. What's up, Clara Velez in the building? What is going on? All right, guys. So this is what I got on my iPhone. This is how I have it set up. Kind of boring, I know. Maps is horrible. It's still horrible on iOS. I still use my Google Maps right here. Google Maps. The good thing about Google Maps is I don't know how the heck they do it, but they actually they know what traffic is like ahead. Like if you're driving on the freeway, they know how traffic is way up ahead. Like they know how that's the good thing about Google Maps is that they know they notify you when traffic slows down. When they're, I don't know how, I think how they do it is if there's other people using Google Maps while they're on the same freeway, I guess they detect the speeds. This is how I'm just guessing that they detect the speeds on those. I think that's all what they do. They detect the speeds, and if there's a slowdown, then they already know there's like a traffic jam. So you'll see it on your maps right away. And there's always detours, and it's just Google Maps is just incredible. Google Play Music is, I love Google Play Music, and also the Google Photos. Google Photos is just a beast. I love all those Google applications. And the funny thing is, they run real good on iOS. They like, even the layout is like crazy. I'll show you. So this is the Google now. I don't have my internet connection on, but it's just the layout, the way it looks on iOS just looks a whole lot cleaner, a whole lot polished. It does look good. But anyways, guys, just wanted to make a quick short video on what is on my iPhone. My opinion My opinion on the Moto Z Force. Damn. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and answer that real quick. Moto Z Force. I think it's coming out on all carriers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know a whole bunch about it, but what I didn't like about it was how they came off with that price. The price is what really, I'm like, that's the first thing, because when you go to buy a phone, that's the first thing you look at. You look at how much it's going to cost, and is it, in your opinion, is it going to be worth that amount of money? That's how I look at it. Like the OnePlus 5, I had the HTC U11. HTC U11 is definitely well priced because it offers you a whole bunch, and you get a real good phone for that 650 bucks. So on the other hand, the OnePlus 5 is a good phone. It's priced pretty good also. They kind of try to sell you, they try to sell the phone off on hardware instead of what the phone is really going to offer you. They try to sell it to you for the storage, which is good, and also the amount of RAM that you're going to get with the phone. You're getting an incredible 6, or you're getting 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is good, but you're not really going to notice unless you're real heavy. But what is up, my Project 13 Anthony in the building? What's going on? So back to your question, Sean. The Moto Z2 Force is a good phone. I think it had, I'm not even sure. I don't really have a lot of information on it as far as spec wise or anything like that. I don't think I've looked it up, but I think it's priced kind of high, in my opinion. I think it's just priced kind of high. Like I said, I don't remember. Let's go look at the spec. I don't even remember what it has as far as specs go. Let me see. I gotta turn this on. Close this. My notifications are probably gonna come in here. Okay, so let me. Told you they were coming in. GSM Arena, Moto Z Force, Moto Z2 Force. Whoa. Okay, the full specifications, which I don't even have them on hand. So yeah, the battery is one thing I remember that's kind of super small in my opinion, and I don't even know if it comes with the 835. I believe it does. It may come with the 835. Yeah, it does come with the 835. So I don't know. That's a device that it's going to be expensive any way you look at it. You're going to be paying $750 for the phone, and then the mods and all that are it's gonna add up. It's gonna add up. They're gonna dig in your pockets pretty good. And why did they put like a small battery like that is because, in my opinion only, I believe they're trying to sell you those mods, the battery mods. I believe they're gonna try to, they're gonna try to make money off this phone by the mods. The mods are how they're gonna try to get your money. And I think having a low capacity battery in order to sell you a battery mod is the way to do it, and I think that's what they're doing with the Motorola Z2 Force. Other than that, it's gonna have great cameras, great display. It's gonna have the latest Snapdragon 835, 4 gigs of RAM, which is good. It's a good phone, but I don't know. It's just not a phone that I'm really interested in, simply because it's going to be an expensive purchase. You're going to have to keep buying mods and stuff like that. Not worth the money. All right, Anthony. 35 down to 2730. That's yeah. The battery was bigger, and for them they're trying to go thin. I don't know why they're trying to go. This really bugging out, but they're trying to go real thin with the battery. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth $750. I'm just going to flat out say it. I'm going to say that this is a device that they should have priced real low so that you could spend your money on the mods instead of price real high and then still want more of your money. That's really going to deter people from buying this. I think if they would have priced it at like $400, maybe $5, and then they would have got you. They still would have got your money with the mods, but then you wouldn't have been so skeptical about buying the mods. You would have went ahead. I would have went ahead and bought the mods if they would have priced it at 5 at least, and then I wouldn't have mind purchasing more items for it. But pricing it so high, and then the damn projector's like $300. So that's crazy. The projector's like $300. I think the JVC sound boost is like $80. The battery is the battery thing. The battery one you put on there is actually like another 65 or $80. So they're pricey, man. So I don't know how I would feel about it. Anthony says the Moto Z Play is less than 400, still for a great price. The Moto Z Play was an awesome phone. What did it have on there? I think it had the 625 processor on there, Snapdragon. The battery was crazy on that. So the battery was crazy on that, and still get the Moto mods for less. Yeah, for real. That's true. What's up, Tana? Tana in the building. I'm just I just did a little live stream of what's on my iPhone. I'm on the iPhone right now, and I wanted to show people. A lot of people are curious as, they're always curious as how you got your setup on your phone. So I just went through that, showed everybody how I had it set up. Not a lot. It's not interesting at all. It's basically the iPhone, so it's boring as crap. But I got one page. This is how I have it. 1, 2, 3. I got 6 folders and 1 home screen, nothing else. That's how I have my layout. I just went through all my folders and showed everybody. Yeah, but the 625, anything with the 625 is very, very efficient when it comes to battery life. So yeah, the battery on the Moto Z Play was definitely, I believe it's going to kill this Moto Z2 Force. So they dropped a Droid on that. I read that somewhere also. They did drop the Droid. Let me see. Where am I at? 12 megapixel camera. So this is the benefit of this phone right here, is that it's going to be on all carriers. T-Mobile is really pushing this phone. They're really pushing this phone as far as the mods, the modularity, and all that crap. But the price is just crazy, man. $750, man. I don't know what's going on. Even the OnePlus 5 was actually priced kind of high compared to how it's normally priced. But Moto Z2 Force is expensive. So any other questions? Let me see. The battery worries me, and I don't think it's even IP certified. I went to their website when I first heard about it, and I don't think it has any sort of IP certification. Comment if I'm wrong, but I think it doesn't have. I think it's just water resistant or water nano coating or something like that. I read. I didn't see any kind of IP certification. But yeah, interesting phone. Just something that it also 1080p 10. I didn't see on here. It says 1080p 60 frames per second, but when I went on their website, I didn't see the 60 frames per second on there. So let's go ahead. Let's go over there. Why not? Since we're talking about it, I think the Motorola needs a redesign of their phones. Tana Does Tech. I agree with you, but they're not going to, at least not this year. They have to keep the same design they did last year, simply because I guess that's what they told their customers for the mods. Let's go to Motorola. Go to Motorola. And we're going to go and check it out, because I didn't see the 60 frames per second on there. And on Moto Z Force, learn more. We'll go here, and you're going to see that you're not going to. This is the Moto Z2 Force. And let's go down to the specs. right here. They're claiming all-day battery. It looks like crap on my screen. They're claiming all-day battery, but whoa, that's probably why my battery's running low. They're claiming all-day battery, but I didn't see. Let's go to the camera. Okay, so it does have 60 frames per second. My bad. The Moto mods are very expensive. They range between, I think it's like 65. No, the mods, not the snapback covers, but the mods. I think it's like from 65 all the way up to 300. The projector's 300 bucks. So can you split? Okay, I didn't get that. Let me go back and. So Anthony says in 2 months, the Moto Z2 Force will be 650 or less. Just wait, everyone. I totally agree, because it's just not going to sell that as good as they expect it to sell. Not at 750. Not with the iPhone 8 coming out, and not with the Note 8 coming out. It's just not going to sell. It's going to be overlooked, because for that price, I believe they could get the S8 or something else that has everything you're going to need on it and a bigger battery. But let me see what else I want to talk about. The iPhone. Let's talk about the iPhone. I'm hearing conflicting stories. I know there's like 3 phones I think they're going to be releasing this year. I'm kind of excited for only one. I believe that they're going to do their usual. They're going to do their S series, which is going to be the 7S, 7S Plus, and then they're going to have that one particular anniversary edition, iPhone 8, iPhone X. I don't know what they're going to call it. The Note 8. The Note 8 is going to kill the game, but is the Note 8 really going to... Okay, this is... we got the S8. I know the Note 8 is just like the top dog coming from Samsung. Everybody knows that. But coming from the S8 Plus to the Note, is it going to be a huge difference? Me myself, I use the S Pen rarely. So, unless it's someone that's going to really use the S Pen a lot, they may really desire the Note for the S Pen. But me, I don't really use the Note Pen or the S Pen. What is up, Rowan Smalls Jr.? What's going on? Welcome to my iPhone. What's on my iPhone 7 Plus Q&A? Would you buy an iPhone 6S Plus in 2017? Yeah, I would. Why not? The iPhone is a good phone. That phone. Here's the thing about the iPhone. The iPhone. The thing about the iOS and the iPhone is they're going to continually update these phones for years. So when you buy into an iPhone, you're buying into guaranteed updates. Even though the phone's going to be maybe a little bit slower, and I don't know if Apple does this intentionally, but you're guaranteed to get these updates. That's why the iPhone, my son, I believe he's still rocking the iPhone 5S. He still has the iPhone 5S, and they still continue to update the iPhone 5S. I think right now it's on 10.3.3, iOS 10. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to get iOS 11. I don't even know how old that phone is, but I think it is. I love the S Pen. What's up, Reba 1282? Google Pixel 2. That's the phone that I'm interested in. The Google Pixel 2, because I skipped the Google Pixel. It was just a phone. It just didn't do it for me. I don't know if it was the price, the design. I never picked it up. It never interested me. Maybe I was really disappointed that they got rid of the Nexus line, that I didn't even bother to mess with the Pixel. I didn't pick. Right now it's on Swappa. I browse through Swappa all the time, and I see them there, and I still don't pick them up. Real good prices, I still don't pick them up. I may pick up the Google Pixel 2. So your question, Rowan Smalls Jr., would you buy an iPhone 6s Plus in 2017? Yes. Okay. FR, I don't know what that means. A lot of people I know who got the iPhone 7 miss their 6s. Well, check this out. I just went to, now that we're talking about iPhone 6s and 7s and all that crap. I just got back from Niagara Falls, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I just did a study by myself by the time that I was there. So I did a study, and the study was count how many phones, if there's more iPhones or more Android devices like Samsung. So everywhere I looked when I was in Niagara Falls, everybody had a damn iPhone. Everybody, and even foreigners from different countries. I looked, iPhone. There was a few people that did have Samsung devices. I didn't see any OnePlus Ones. I didn't see any LGs. I didn't see any Sonys. I really don't see Sony phones out there. But while I was out there and I was in observation, everybody just taking. I'm at Niagara Falls, mind you. Everybody is taking pictures with their smartphones, and I'm just walking across, looking. iPhones. Everybody had an iPhone. Why does so many people desire the iPhone? Sean, he says iOS got boring within the years. It is boring. They're not trying. Their operating system is boring as shit. I'm not going to deny that. But the cool thing about the iPhone is it's always going to get updates, security updates. You can walk into basically any dollar store in the United States and you could go in there and buy a damn case for an iPhone. You can probably go into your corner store and buy a case for an iPhone. You can go to Walmart and guarantee to get cases for the iPhone. You will never see a case for Walmart, a case for the OnePlus 5 in Walmart. LG cases are limited. Sony cases, you're not going to find at Walmart. I think the number one phone that you find accessories for at any store, even like local gas station, is going to be for the iPhone. Even Samsung, Samsung has a lot of there's like a big butterfly on my window. Samsung phones, you're gonna see them also. You're gonna see for the S8, S7, for the S series of Samsung, you're gonna see that. iOS got boring within your iOS has always been boring, but I see old people with Sony Sharp. Sony Sharp. So yeah, that's what I saw, man. I saw a whole bunch of iPhones, man. iPhones. Everywhere I look, iPhones. People from different countries. They were foreigners, man. They wouldn't even speak English. They all had iPhones. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, iPhone is boring, but I don't know. I feel like the iPhone is never gonna fail me. I don't know what it is. I've had the iPhone. If you look at my channel, man, I've had iPhones. I think since the first. I think I had the original iPhone from the 2G, the 3G, 3GS, the iPhone 4, the iPhone 4S, the iPhone 5, the iPhone. I have all the iPhones to date. I believe I skipped. Me personally, I skipped the S series, the iPhone 6 S series. I skipped it. I had the iPhone 6 Plus. Reba, what's up, Rob? iPhone makes people feel like they're a techie and they don't understand they are dealing with OS made for non-techies. That may be true, but they're not trying to sell phones to just techies. They're trying to sell to the wide audience. iPhone's very easy to use. If you get on one iPhone, you go on somebody else's iPhone, you'll definitely operate that iPhone just like you would your iPhone. Android is mixed up. Android, there's so much. I have my daughter's on Android now. She has ZTE, the ZTE Blade V8 Pro. That's her first Android. She says it's a good phone for her. She's a teenager. She says that she does like Android. What she really noticed about Android is the App Store. There's a lot of free apps on Android that you would have to pay for on iOS. And that's the first thing she noticed. The second thing was that I don't even think that she's even customized her phone yet as far as switching launchers and all. I don't think she's done any of that. But she does like her first Android. She actually likes Android. She's getting an iPhone, obviously. She'll be getting an iPhone 7 here in a couple of days. I promised. She had enough of the Android. She wants to switch back. Okay. Do you think iPhone 8 is going to be disappointing? No. I don't think the iPhone 8 is going to be disappointing. But I think it's going to be. I think the iPhone 8. I don't know. Here's what I think about what's going to happen. This is just my opinion, because they can't go. I don't think Apple is going to come out with. I don't think it's going to be titled iPhone 8. Is where I'm trying to get at. They're going to come out with an iPhone. It's going to be an iPhone, but they're not going to skip the 7 series or the S series. They have a history of coming out with the iPhone 5 or iPhone 4, 4S, 5, 5S, 6, 6S, 7. They're going to come out with the S series. It's just the way their history goes. They're going to come out with the iPhone 7S, 7S Plus, and then I believe that they're going to have some kind of anniversary edition iPhone. And that's the one that everyone is calling iPhone 8, which may not be even called iPhone 8. I think it may be called like iPhone X for the 10th year anniversary or something. And then after that, the following year, when the iPhone 8 comes out, that's what we're going to be looking at. But I don't think it's going to be, this is just me, this is just my thinking. I don't think it's going to be called iPhone 8. I think it's going to be, we're going to get a iteration of the S series, which is going to be iPhone 7S, iPhone 7S Plus, and then we're going to get another phone. And that's the one that's probably been leaked all across the internet. It doesn't resemble this one at all. And that's the one that's going to be costing, it's going to be like maybe $1,000. That's the one that's going to be priced kind of high. And I think it's going to be priced high simply because it's going to be a 10th anniversary edition iPhone. And I don't think it's going to be called iPhone 8. Honestly, I think it's going to be called iPhone X or iPhone something like that. And I think the following year, next year's iPhone is probably going to be called the iPhone 8. That's just me. I may be wrong. There's a lot of reporters out there saying that it's going to be iPhone 8. We'll see. That's just me. I may be wrong. What do you guys think? Am I right? Does that make sense? Their S series. I think that this iPhone 8 or whatever they're calling it, I don't think it's going to be called iPhone 8, but everybody's referring it to iPhone 8. I think that it's gonna have wireless charging. Am I still live? It's going to be wireless charging. Let me see if I'm still live. Okay. It's going to have wireless charging. A glass back maybe. So the AMOLED screen, that would be awesome if they did that to the iPhone. So this is and another thing that I was thinking about the iPhone, since we're talking about the iPhone, is why did they get rid of the headphone jack? And I think what Apple does is they gradually shift. What I mean by that is they didn't remove the home button. They could have removed the home button with the iPhone 7, but it's not even a real button. It's not a real button. It's a pressure sensitive. You push it, it feels like a real button, looks like a real button, but it's not a real button. So they tend to do away with that. And I think they're headed with the fingerprint underneath the display. I think that's what's going to shock everybody. I'm hoping that's what's going to shock everybody, but I think they're going to do it. We shall see. Their leaks are everywhere saying that they're not going to do it. They got their fingerprint. I don't think it's going to go on the back. I don't think Apple would do that. So the iPhone will be, okay, Tanatech. The iPhone Pro, that could be the name, iPhone Pro, will be the best Apple ever made. AMOLED screen, wireless charging, and some Android-like features. That's what's going to happen, and it's going to be spectacular. You know why? Because everyone is it's not spectacular to us because we use Android, but to those who only use iOS products, I like the iPhones, they're going to see that they really don't care about what Samsung does and nothing like that. When Apple does something, even though it may seem late to the game, they do shit right. Excuse my French, but they do it right. They do stuff right. I'm just saying, in my experience with them, with Apple, they do a lot of good stuff. So, and they're game changers if you think about it, because I know that people they dislike the iPhone, and the iPhone is whack and boring or whatever, but when, like with the fingerprint reader, when it first came out, everybody screamed and hollered. Apple wasn't the first one to do it, okay, but they did it right. And then after they did it, I believe, I'm not even 100% sure, everybody else started coming out with fingerprints. They eliminate the headphone jack. Everybody screams and hollers and complains about what Apple did, but then all the other phones that come out after that, the headphone jack is gone. So they're like the number one phone in my, I think, they're like the number one phone that's out. And people hate on them. A lot of, majority of the tech junkies are the ones that say it's whack because it's already been done on Android and shit like that. But the people, like I said, the people that use the iPhone, they really don't care about what Samsung's doing. They only care about what Apple's doing. And when they do it, it just they go crazy over it. So I like the iPhone, man. I'm not a fanboy, because you can see on my channel I get all kinds of phones. But I do like I like Apple. And if you look up all the YouTubers that make these videos about Android and all that, their main phones are iPhones, man. You can just see their watch, and they're rocking with the iPhone. That's just how I'm looking at it. But bandwagon horse. I look at media like that. Yeah, that's just true. Bandwagon horse. Okay, the media is going to make Apple invented these things. Yeah, they are. Just like the fingerprint. When I think HTC was the first one that came out with a fingerprint, and the metallic build. Because a lot of those news casters, most of them use iPhones. I seen them on the news all the time. You see them with the iPad doing the weather. Let me grab something to drink. My throat's kind of dry. Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to get something. But here's where I think everything's going, and I think this is why these phones are becoming super expensive, and even like some phones that are not even worth it are they're just overpriced right now at the end, because I think that these last two phones that are going to come out right now, which is going to be the iPhone, the new iPhones that are going to come out, the Samsung's Note that's going to come out, and then I think what else we have? I don't know. We have that Essential phone that's going to be coming out too. What do you guys think about that phone? But these phones that are coming out right now, this is the last of the last. I think it's going to change now. I think they're coming out with these edge-to-edge screens, which they look fantastic. They already got a phone out with the fingerprint reader underneath the screen. I think I saw it. I can't even remember what kind of phone it was, but I got a link to it. I don't know. It was already shown. It's on one of my videos. So they kind of beat Apple to the punch as far as putting the fingerprint underneath the screen. If you guys haven't seen that, check out my channel. I got a little clip, a little video clip of it. But yeah, that's still gonna be the newest thing. The new, you know, the edge-to-edge screens. What else can you come up with after that? You know, all these phones, even the budget phones, are gonna start coming out edge-to-edge. You can see LG already doing it with their Q6. So everything's gonna be, you know, changing and going in that direction as far as the screens resolution change is gonna change. We're gonna have the 18:9 now. That's gonna be the future. That's what we're looking ahead to. Yeah, the Pixel. My bad. The Pixel and the V30. So we got like 4 or 5 phones, and then after those 4 or 5 phones, it's gonna be like super dead. Everybody's gonna be reviewing budget phones. But what? Donovan in the building. What is this iPhone about? My cat pulling out my damn wire. What's up, Donovan? This is just a quick. Well, it was a quick. What's on my iPhone Q&A, and we sort of sidetracked, and now we're everywhere with this. We're talking about what's the latest. Well, what's the last 5 phones that are about to come out, and then after these last 5 phones, everybody's going to be reviewing budget phones. So we got the Note 8, the iPhone, whatever they're going to call it. I believe they're going to release 3 of them, but I may be wrong. What do I know? And we got the LG V30, Pixel 2 XL. Lots of phones on the way for sure. Yeah, we have 5 big boys on the way. And then after those 5 big boys, it's going to start to slow down as far as a pen on the iPhone. That would be crazy. You know how stupid that would look if the Apple released a phone, an iPhone with the Apple Pen. You got to walk around with the iPhone here and then the Apple Pen sticking out. That would be crazy. That's the way you get. That's the way you charge the Apple phone. I mean the Apple Pen pencil. You have to plug it into the bottom. That's crazy. I don't like what they did with that, but I can't knock it because I haven't tried it. So yeah, we got the big boys coming out. We got the Note 8, obviously that's the big boy from Samsung. We got the big boy from Apple coming out. I believe it's the S series of the iPhones and maybe a special edition one. So I think there's like 3 phones coming from Apple. That's just what I'm speculating. I think there's gonna be 3 phones coming from Apple. Then we got the V30, which is the big dog from LG, which I know they're gonna do it big with that one. And obviously the Pixel 2 and the Essential phone. We got 5 big boys coming out. What are you guys excited for the most? The most? I think I'm mostly excited for, I'm not going to say the Note 8. I'm not going to be super excited about the Note 8. Like I said, I'm not real heavy with the S Pen. And I think that's going to be a more S Pen related phone because it's going to have extra features for the S Pen. I think I'm going to be more excited for the V30, the Pixel 2, and not the iPhone S series, but the special edition iPhone or the anniversary edition iPhone. I think that's the ones I'm going to be. iPhone 8. You think it's going to be called iPhone 8, Donovan? There's a lot of speculation it's not going to be called iPhone 8 because here's why. I'm gonna repeat what I said earlier. I think that Apple is going to come out with 3 phones. They're going to have, because they always come out with the S series. You know how they come out with 5S. They come out with the 5, 5S, 6, 6S, 7, 7S, 7S Plus. And then they're going to come out with, I believe, the iPhone. They're going to call, I don't know what it's going to be called. iPhone Pro? iPhone X? I don't think it's going to be called iPhone 8. Because that's next year. I think that's the following year because I think this is the series, the S series year. That's just how I'm looking at it. I'm not sure. What do I know? Pixel 2 XL and the Mate 10. The Mate 10. I never got the Mate 9. Huawei. You know that Huawei did it big this year. They even got those phones at Best Buy. You know, I fiddled with it, but I never really got into it. It's a good phone, the Mate 9. The Note 8 fingerprint sensor is such a disappointment, in my opinion. It is. What do you think? What are you gonna think if the iPhone comes out with the fingerprint underneath the screen? That's what the Note should have done. There's a phone already that came out and did that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Maybe I'll post it in here. But there's a phone that already came out with the fingerprint underneath the screen. And if I can find it real quick, I may be able to play a video on it. Let me see where I'm at. Look, I know I got a little video on it. Let me see if I can find it right now. It's Vivo. It's a Vivo phone. I don't know. Okay, here's the video. I don't know if I'll play it, but I'll probably have it in the description below. I'll play it real quick. Oh, that's not the one. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is the video. Okay, so this is the video. It's called Vivo. I don't know what the heck it's called. I'm not gonna play the video because I probably get copyrighted, but it's a Vivo phone. If you look it up on, search for it online, you'll find it. Let me see. Yeah, the Vivo. So it's weird because it has it doesn't look very legit to me, but Vivo claims to have done it. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Art Dog? Is that in mass production yet? Are you referring to the Pixel 2? Whoever gets it done first will get a lot of sales. Is that crazy? I don't think it's first. It's the first. I wouldn't get it from the first one. I'd wait for several iterations, or at least. Did you see that phone, Donovan, though? The one I'm talking about, the Vivo? It looks like it has another fingerprint reader on the bottom. In my opinion, flagship phones still be prominent. However, popularity. That's crazy. Well, I think Apple's going to do it. I may be wrong. I think they have to do it. I think that the Samsung really put it on them this year with the S8, and even LG did it big too. So I think that Apple has to, but Apple's known for doing incremental updates to their hardware because they're all about dinero. They're all about making that dinero. So they just little by little, they small increments because they want to get all your money. Oh yeah. That's the one. They sent me the same video. That's the one that out. And I never heard about. They sent me the same video, and I never heard from them again. I emailed them back. I never got a response. So, anyways, what are your predictions for the iPhone Everybody, the iPhone news is like old now. Like nobody really. Like I said, I think it's the S series and maybe an anniversary edition. I think that the Note 8 is going to be the same as the S8, but with a stylus and stylus features. I think it's going to be just a little bit bigger, and I'm not really excited anymore. I think I'm not more excited for the Note 8. You know, the S Pen is going to be cool though, and for what I'm excited for is the Pixel 2. Pixel 2 is going to be sweet. LG 30, V30. Damn, I'm not a huge LG fan. I do like some of their phones, but I'm just not really. I don't know. There's something. I gotta wait to see what it looks like. I don't think the V20 didn't do it for me. I never got the V20. Not even to review. It's even on Swappa right now. It's on Swappa for a real low price, and I still don't have it in me to pick it up yet. The V20. I know it has real good cameras on it, but just I don't know. There's something that doesn't really intrigue me anymore. And how is that OnePlus 5 treating you, Donovan? It takes pretty good photos. At least for one cheaper price. So I don't know. Anyways, guys, I've been on here for I don't know how long. Let me see. I've been here for a little bit longer than expected. I actually just wanted to do a quick what's on my iPhone. If you guys missed it, what's on my iPhone? Nothing spectacular, but check it out in the beginning of the video once this video posts. Comment down and share the video if you'd like. A lot of good content. I like the stream. It's pretty good. What don't you like about LG phones? I don't like their skin. I hate their skin. I don't know. That's just me. I always end up throwing a launcher on it. I do like LG phones, the hardware in general, but the software is okay too. But just the skin. The skin is just kind of I don't know how to explain it. I like Samsung. I didn't really like Samsung skin either, but it's pretty good. So Donovan says I'm loving the OnePlus 5. That's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah. See, Donovan's not a huge fan of LG either. You know, I review the phones. I'll review the phones for my viewers. Like, you know, I gotta review the phones, but I skipped the V20. And the good thing about reviewing process or reviewing phones in general, you got to get it while it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like if the phone comes out tomorrow, you got to try to get it. You got to try to get it when it comes out. If you wait too long and the phone, the hype, what they call the hype train of the phone kind of dies down, then you're not going to do too good review, you know, as far as views on YouTube. You got to get it while it's hot. So the Note 8 is going to be super hot, but it's going to have so much coverage. It says, sounds very familiar from a lot of reviewers. Cough, cough, Donovan. Yeah. I'm cool with the OnePlus 5. I got the one. There's nothing really exciting about it, man. You know, the cameras are good. I think the cameras are good, but if you got next to the HTC U11, I go with the HTC U11. It has all, you know, you're gonna pay more, $100 more, I think. What is it for? It's $5. Well, for the OnePlus 5, the 64 gig, it's $479, and the 128 with the 8 gigs is $539. So you're gonna pay over $100 if you go with the 64 gigabyte. But I think the battery life is way better on the HTC U11. I think the camera's much better. I think it has water resistance, which is important nowadays. It wasn't important, but neither was an 18:9 aspect ratio screen. It wasn't important either, but now it is. That's like the newest thing. Why wouldn't you want it? Especially for a tech reviewer. You gotta have the latest stuff. Maybe the average consumer probably wouldn't care about it, but sounds very. Anyways, guys, I'm out. I think I've been on here long enough. KB, thank you for coming up on here. I always appreciate your support. You're my number one right there. So Art Dog, Sean, Donovan, thank you for popping up. Let me see it. Whoever popped up, thank you all. Share this video for me if you can. I would really appreciate it. I haven't been making a lot of videos lately. Busy. I'm on vacation actually. 1 month vacation from my job, so spending a lot of time with the family. You know, I just got back from Florida maybe about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I can't even remember. And then we ended up going to Niagara Falls just a couple days ago, and I just got back yesterday. So anyways, guys, thank you for showing me a little bit of love there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.